I'm Mike Quackenbush. This is Till We Make It, and today we will answer the question, can diversification help you on your path to success in professional wrestling? A topic that occasionally comes up when I am teaching seminars is whether or not diversifying outside of the realm of professional wrestling can actually help you succeed as a pro wrestler. And the answer is yes. Good video. Apparently I have more to say on this topic. Yes, diversifying outside of professional wrestling can absolutely help you become more successful as a professional wrestler. Why? Because you will have a wider skill set and more talents to bring to the table wherever it is you are trying to go next. So let's take a look at a couple examples where real-life skill sets could be applied to your greater success as a professional wrestler. Let's say, for example, that you have the opportunity to get an app or some software or take a class that could teach you a foreign language. How might that benefit where you're trying to go in professional wrestling? Well, imagine that one of your career goals might be working for Pro Wrestling Noah, Dragon Gate, or New Japan Pro Wrestling. Imagine how much more compelling all of your messages in an effort to network with that organization will be if you were able to write them in Japanese. If you were able to communicate with whomever in the office is receiving your messages in their native language. That would give you a massive leg up over all the competition. Now, maybe upon hearing that, you are tempted to say to me, Mike, I want to go to work for the WWE, and everybody there speaks English. I don't need to know a foreign language to communicate with the people in the WWE's office, and you might be right about that. But you need to also consider this. What makes for an attractive hire to the WWE? Well, consider for a moment their really aggressive expansion plans into the rapidly developing Chinese market. How much of an advantage would it give you over other people being considered if you were fluent in Mandarin? I can tell you firsthand from my stints down at the Performance Center, speaking Mandarin is a coveted skill set that makes a potential hire extremely attractive. And that's how that real-life skill set could benefit you tremendously in the bizarre world of professional wrestling. Well, let's take a look at a completely different skill set. How might something like graphic design help you if you're looking to make a career as a professional wrestler? How could having that talent possibly benefit you? Just since the turn of the millennium, I have worked at more than 24 wrestling companies in some backstage capacity, and one skill set that is always in demand is the ability to turn in professional-looking graphics. So while there is nothing wrong with hoping that your wrestling talent alone will be enough for you to get your foot in the door at an organization like Evolve, or Chikara, or Ring of Honor, would it make any difference to you whatsoever if the reason you did get your foot in the door was because you were able to contribute professional-looking graphics to the team, and this put you closer to achieving your goals? Maybe you're hearing what I have to say and you're thinking to yourself, well, gee, I don't speak a foreign language, nor am I about to learn a foreign language, and I can't make professional-looking graphics, nor am I about to learn that skill set. I went to school for journalism. Great. I bet you can find a way to apply your writing skills to what a pro wrestling company needs. Chances are they send out marketing messages all the time, which need to be well written and proofed for spelling and grammatical errors before every single Facebook post goes out, every single piece of micro content goes out to Twitter or to Instagram, or if they have a mailing list that they use to stay in touch with their recurring customers. Whenever this topic comes up in my seminars, it never ceases to amaze me how quickly people want to dismiss their real-world skill set as it applies to what we make in professional wrestling. So what if you work in construction? I'm always going to need a new stage built. Oh, so what if you're a freehand illustrator and don't deal in digital graphics? I'm always going to need an eye-popping poster. Oh, what's that? You're a pastry chef? True, but I've also seen the micro content you put out on YouTube, and that means you know how to edit video, and I always need a video editor. Don't dismiss any of the real-life skill set that you have, as it might help in furtherance of where you're trying to go in professional wrestling, and don't be afraid to present that as something that further distinguishes you in a very crowded marketplace filled with people hoping for an opportunity at any professional wrestling company. Now, I do appreciate that there are some real-world skill sets that simply do not apply in the world of professional wrestling, and if you were to say to me something like, Mike, the only thing I know how to do is milk a cow, I will admit, in this moment, I am struggling a little bit to imagine what the application in the world of professional wrestling might be. But don't overlook this fact. You always have the ability to learn something new. So even if your current skill set does not help diversify you in that crowded marketplace of the wrestling circuit, know that you have the ability to learn something else that will distinguish and diversify you from all others. There are more means by which you could possibly learn Mandarin in this day and age than ever before. It's never been easier to learn a foreign language. There has never before been such an abundance of tutorials and other things out there ready to teach you graphic design than there are right now, just waiting for you to discover. And though right now you may not have the skill set such that you could properly light a wrestling ring, or shoot promos in front of a green screen, or even streamline admission at the closest venue to you so that the fans can enter the building more quickly, all of these are things that you could absolutely learn. Even in the event that your real-world skill set fails to open doors at new organizations for you, their value is not to be thrown away, because every wrestling organization needs help in every possible department at all times. And even if it can't get you somewhere new, the places that you are already may choose to avail themselves of your talents and skills, and then that makes you an indispensable part of the team. I believe wholeheartedly that diversifying your skill set can make you a more valuable and in-demand professional wrestler. 100%. And if you agree with this philosophy, then I want you to drop me one of these. I also want you to subscribe, and I want you to ring the notification bell so that you always know when a new Till We Make It arrives. And please, above all, share this with your fellow pros. I don't doubt this very weekend you might be in a dressing room with someone that needs the information we're talking about right here on this channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you do like this kind of material, an exploration of what we do in professional wrestling, then I think you'll get great value from my book. 7 Keys to Becoming a Better Performer is a book I wrote for fellow pro wrestlers, available in digital formats or a print format from Amazon.com. And the audiobook, narrated by yours truly, is available right now over at Audible.